How we doing out there? I'm serving the Most High, and I've been just kind of taking a little R&R, some good R&R, about every 15 minutes, trying to take a nap. Wow, basically just winding down and watching the deer. But you know, I get a call yesterday, and everybody uh, weirding out. The daughter-in-law, uh, Ashlyn, Patrick, Matthew, Ashley, Jonathan, uh, Elizabeth, the ones that was trying to gang stalk and creep and voyeurize and do all these things. Oh, we love you. We care for you. Oh, my goodness. You know, sorry is as sorry does. And they think that a person doesn't know any better. I've never seen such stupid people in my life. It does not make any sense. Anyways, this makes sense. Y'all gotta stay away from me. Don't ever come around me again. I don't need you. I don't want you around me. I don't have any malice against you, but you know what? You stole enough and you've targeted me enough about all these things and all these curiosities and all these lambasting things that you think you can throw on me. So, y'all just stay on your side of the world. I stay on mine. I hope you find God. I hope you really do. And I hope everything works out for you. But don't ever come around me again. Thank you. Bye. Anyways, that was my whole family that was after me to try to somehow compromise me in a situation to where they could remove me out of my house or do whatever they wanted to do with my life. Oh, well, he's just decrepit. He doesn't know. Listen, I've been out with the homeless. I've been out with the churches. I've been out with the missionaries. The missions. Seeing how everything's going on, seeing who's feeding who's taking care of who's doing what, who's doing the right thing, who's doing the wrong thing. I've been out there doing all that, and I'm still going to be going out and doing it. Right now, I'm taking my 2 days off. But the thing about it is that, you know, it's a wonderful thing that people can help each other and just be wonderful people. Or you can do like the younger generation, kind of like what I've had to put up with. The people that, oh, I know all things, I'm smart. Kind of like some of the RNs and LPNs I know that they're just butt wipers, but they want to seem like they have power, but they do have some power inside the medical field. So whenever you watch what you're doing, it doesn't really make any difference about what you want. All they got to do is say something and twist it up a little bit, and there you go. They'll throw you under the bus in about 2 seconds because they don't want to put up with you or take care of you. That's the truth. So, elderly, you can't trust your children. Don't trust them at all because they will push you aside to take what you have. They're almost as worse. Well, they are covens, is what they are. They're part of the participation of the covens. So understand how that works. You think they're doing something really nice for you. They don't care nothing no more about you than the man on the moon. And it's true. I went all over this country. I went from Fort Worth, or here in Oklahoma, Fort Worth, Del Rio to Lordsburg to Yuma, Sacramento, Yuba, Marysville. I stayed in these places. I was out on the street with the people, and they've locked all the bathrooms. There's no water. They don't have any water fountains. They shut them all in. They pushed all the people to the creeks and the rivers. And what do they expect? They expect them to die. Is exactly what they expect them to do. And the thing about it is that the church is not doing anything about it. They're just as sorry as the rest of them. And I'm sorry to say that. Maybe there is some good churches out there. But you better have your tennis shoes on, is all I can tell you. That's what the Father's saying. Get your tennis shoes on, hit the street. Yeah, you can go to a seminar, or you can go to whatever it may be overseas and go, oh, well, I did something. Yeah, you walked off from the house and you left the house on fire. That's exactly what you've done. So, anyhow, I can get pretty shot up over it. Jesus denounces the scribes. And he said unto them in his doctrine, beware of the scribes, which love to go in long clothing, and love salutations in the marketplace, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and the uppermost rooms at the feast, which devour widows' houses, and for a pretense making long prayers, they shall receive greater damnation. It's the truth. It's just what it is. Let me tell you something. The Father didn't wake me up just for no reason. I can tell you that right now. He knows that I'll tell the truth. Straight above the board. I'm not going to, I have no allegiance to none of them. I have allegiance to my Father and to Jesus. That's all. People being pushed to the river, no water. Churches only open up once every 2 weeks to feed them. One side lets them get showers and let them get laundry once a week. Gives them some Roman noodles. The other side of town takes the rest of the money and puts a face on a pig. They got places to sleep. Churches sometimes let them sleep here and sleep there. They don't know what to do. They just walk back and they say, well, we're scared or we're not. Or you're pious. Whatever it may be. You got to understand that the Father's not going to put up with it. With me, I'll say it like it is. Like I said, I'll go out and sleep in the street, just like I've always have, and be with the people to find out what's going on. I even found out things about they're taking and bringing them into town, dropping them off behind a place over there, and then the person that works at that place goes there and asks them, "Hey, are you okay?" And they go, "Yeah, we'd like to know where we're at," and that's by the police department. I understand that, you don't want it, the blight. You don't want, well, maybe somebody should stop the drugs. And they say, well, there's no way to stop the drugs. Oh, yeah, there is. And Trump has a solution. Kind of about the same solution I got. And I promise you, they won't ever bring another drug here. That's a fact. And Jesus sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury. And many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which maketh a farthing. And he called unto him a disciples, and saith unto them, verily I say unto you, this poor widow hath cast more in than all them which had cast into the treasury. For all they did cast in their abundance, but she of her want did cast all that she had, even all her living. And the truth of it is that, as I went out there and messed around, going from place to place, having nothing to prove the point the point of the Father, how He would make a way. And He made a way all the way through for me. There at the last of it, send me home. He said, call this person, call that person. And I did. And everything come to fruition just like He said. You got to understand that, obedience to the Father, and people don't understand how to do that. They don't understand how to perceive obedience. It's a thing. The thing about it was, it took me, kind of like the cow getting pushed up to the gate to go through the hole in the fence. You got to kind of push up on them, and then they'll finally go. That's kind of the same way as what I did with the Father a couple of times. Not no more. I just walk. That is as simple as it gets. And it all happens. He'll tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, with the whole 9 yards. But understand, churches, pastors, let me tell you something. I love every one of you. The Father said, no more of reading out of the book. He wants to hear from the heart. He wants to hear your first love again. How you started over. How you got there. How you done these things. How the hardships you went through to get there. People don't understand nothing but that. It's like whenever I said that Mamu, he got up there, he was better than the preacher because he was telling his story, his testimony. The drugs, what cost his family, how he lost his family, how he lost his home, how he lost everything he had. You know what I'm saying? And then he come back to the Father. That's the testimonies. That's going to help out here. Not just words. You can read the words. That's not the problem. The problem is that you have to read from the heart. If you can't read from the heart, then you need to find testimonies to come up there and speak. These are the testimonies I bring to you. My children are listening to the testimonies. Another one, I think his name was Richard. Yeah. He gave a good testimony. He had memorized 13 different passages in the Bible. And they were power. I mean, by the time he was done, he had a standing ovation in the house. The understanding that the pastors, you walk so far away from the Father, He doesn't realize who you are. Enough for going overseas, enough to going to all these little parties, enough going to all these things. Get your shoes on. That's what the Father's saying. Get to knocking on the doors. Get people. You may be Catholic and you have a church across the street that's Lutheran. Okay? You need to go across the street and help your brother. That's a fact too. I realize that. It makes no difference what race or creed you are anymore. The Father said everybody get their hands full and fill His churches. So fun. It's the truth. So, anyways. Just be wonderful people. Take care of the things you need to take care of. Take care of the things that the Father wants to take care of. Spend time with the Father. Spend time with the precepts, statutes, commandments, testimonies. Just be wonderful people. Stay in the Word. Stay with the Father. These are true and actual ritual things that are going on, and most people don't understand it. I'm going to be doing another little deal here pretty quick. Once I get everything rearranged, I should have some stuff done. Yeah, I'll have some stuff done by probably Monday or Tuesday. But just remember this. You may be in travail. You may be having problems. You may be having a divorce. You may be having arguments. You may be having all these things. Understand this. In your psalms or your prayers, okay, with the Father, and you ask for something to be done, let me tell you something. When you ask, you make sure that you're ready to ask that, because the Father's going to hang, okay, you ask that of me. I want this of you. And your obedience, how you follow that obedience is how you receive. If you're obedient in the word, Father gives. Okay? Kind of like me out on the road. I didn't know where I was going to be at from one minute to the next. I didn't, it kind of bothered me the second time, and I'm going. Then the third time it's kind of a little easier. Then all of a sudden it's just, Father, I take my hands off the wheel. You got it. That's it. And you'll kind of look around and you'll want to know your positioning. Father agrees with that, but don't go too far and start thinking on your own, because guess what? You'll get poked. But understand that the Father's remnant's here. It's floating. It's ready to go. Jesus is on his way back. Ladies, gentlemen, kings, queens, princes, and princesses, no time being playing around. I know that, I cut up quite a bit, but the Father, look, he's got this thing lined out the way he wants it, and he just wants what he wants. Pastors, get your tennis shoes on, get out there, start knocking on the door, is all I can tell you. Is it going to save you or not? I don't know, but you've walked away, and he knows that too. So, anyways, I'm serving the Most High, and I spend a lot of time with the Father. So you spend a lot of time with the Father. Precepts, statutes, commandments, testimonies. Talk with the Father. Get your inheritance woke up. See where you're going to be at the next minute or two. He's going to use you. Once you get woke up, he's going to use you. So just realize that. Anyways, be in it to win it. I'm serving the Most High. I'll get off here. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye.